All right, Sports Beat fans, you heard about the Pride Weekly Update. Now it is time for the Pride Top 5, taking you through our top 5 plays to get the brand new spring semester started. So here we go, starting with number 5. We are going to the women's side of hoops, and it's Chloe Sterling doing it by herself with the left hand, calling bank and nailing it in. And she's able to find open space. Sterling is dangerous. Let's look at this right here. Cuts to the middle. She's got 3 defenders around her. Yep, we'll just float it up and in. Chloe Sterling has been phenomenal since coming to Hempstead this season, and the Hofstra Pride love having her around. And there it is. The team celebrating with Sterling. Cannot say enough good things about her in her Pride tenure. Number 4, over to the men's side of things. Cruz Davis. This guy looks familiar. I think we just saw him a while ago. With the left hand spinning and perfect. Lays it in. Able to find just enough open space. Jean Gorin finds Cruz, feeds the hot hand, tries to cut to the middle here. Lane is closed, spins back out. He's got just enough space and throws it in for 2. Chloe Sterling, Cruz Davis getting it done with the left hand. Now over to number 3. Oh yeah, Sports Speed appreciates a little wrestling every now and then. Here we go. Hooks under the arm, got his back. You know what he's telling him right here? Kiss the mat, pal, and down he goes. Let's get the replay right here. This is where the match is won. You hook under the arm. The second you get your arms locked around the waist, you have his back. And look at this. He knows it's over. He knows this match is won. Picks him up, and that is a long way to the ground. So that is 3 plays done. Here comes number 2, right back to the hardwood, and we are talking about Emma Von Essen. I've heard this once before. Von Essen corner 3, and she knocks it down perfectly. But let's look at this pass real quick. Here we go. Surveys the field, loops it over 2 defenders right there, and when Von Essen is hot, she is not missing for any excuse in the world. 4 plays done, 1 to go, and we are back to the men's side of hoops. So let's see it right now. Jean Gorin looking for Plotnikov, doesn't have him, and whoa, what a pass. We got to look at that again. For Jean Gorin, check this out. The bench loves it. We love it. He tries to find Plotnikov right here. Lane's not open. Little pump fake. Get the defender to bite. And how about the Flying Dutchman? Not known for shooting this early in the season, but there he is knocking down the 3 ball in the corner. And what's going on, everyone? My name is Giuseppe Oliveri. I'm here with the Hofstra men's soccer team. Gonna hit some targets, get to know the players a little bit better, and we're gonna have one heck of a day. It's all coming up right now. All right, first up here with me is Lori Goddard. Lori, you transferred to Hofstra last year. You make it to the NCAA tournament. What was that journey like coming to Hofstra?
Oh, it was amazing. I came to Hofstra to play in those games, play in the tournament. So yeah, it was amazing to win the conference. And then obviously unfortunate about the game, but it was a great game to play in, yeah.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
Well, Lori, take it away, my friend. When you think about the foot and shots of soccer players, you never think about the keeper, but they may just have the strongest foot. And Gino Cervoni here to hopefully prove me right. Gino, you were part of the team last year on that magical 4th straight conference title run. What's that locker room like with all the guys?
It's just something you can't make up. It's just a good experience, in and out, good relationships with the boys. It's just nothing like it compared to anything else.
All right, Gino, 2 targets already knocked out. Let's see if you get any more off the board. All right, my expert analysis, I don't think I'm beating Gino, but we could try. Oh, in close. Oh! Yeah. Come on! Yeah, have that, Gino.
Well done, the Ronaldo.
Well, this has been getting to know the men's soccer team a little more. I hope that you got to learn a little more about the personalities of this historic team. For Sports Beat, I'm Giuseppe Oliveri. And Fuso treads down the near side, gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco right in front of the near sideline, looking for Rock Carlos, unable to find him at first. But Carlos with a nice pursuit, not able to get there. The ball will roll out of bounds as it was chased down by both Carlos and Andrew Miller. Miller, nice job boxing out Carlos, so it's a goal kick coming up for Nicholas Hersedge.
Well, we know with Carlos, he's always going to be hustling no matter where the ball is, but just wasn't able to get in front of that one.
So Hersej getting set for the goal kick. He'll take it at the right side of the 6-yard box. Steps into one with the right foot. He sends a ball with backspin well over the midfield line. Headed forward by Niels Hartman. As a player goes down for Vermont as he was tussled with Pacheco. As Pacheco got called for the foul, it'll be a free kick for Vermont.
That seemed like a late whistle. At first I saw some contact, but then I thought they were going to let them play on.
So it's going to be a free kick coming up for number 18, Marcel Papp, right at the near side conference logo. He's at the far side edge of it, so a nice scoring opportunity. One man in front of him, it's Teddy Baker building the lone wall. Gets over, Baker sends it to the 18-yard box, headed away by Hofstra, and then kicked up and over the net by Vermont. It's a goal kick for Dodone.
Good job by Hofstra being able to deploy the pressure in their own box and force a bad shot.
Farrell over to the near side for Then Gilorson, sends it to the middle of the field. As Rock Carlos picks up the loose change, gets taken down on the play. Some contact there between Hartman and Carlos, no whistle. As Hofstra now tries to flip the field the other way. Laurie Goddard moves towards the midfield line, now sends it back for Pacheco. Pacheco tried to cross the ball over the midfield to Laurie Goddard, but it was intercepted and kicked out of bounds by David Ismail. So it's a throw-in coming in for Owen Farrell at the near side, right at the midfield line. Farrell steps into one, gets Woznicki's head as Rock Carlos picks it up off of the shoulder. Carlos, being pressured by two members of the Catamounts, now gives it up for Pablo Hempelman-Perez. Hempelman-Perez throws a shot towards the net, but it's headed away by Vermont. Now Farrell gets it over to Pacheco at the near side, right out of the 18-yard box for Baker. Baker tried to send one forward as it goes out of bounds off of the foot of Niels Hartman. It'll be a corner kick coming up for the outswinger Baker as Hofstra Pride's crowd looking to make some noise.
You know, not the worst outcome with that one because we know how strong Teddy Baker is with corner kicks.
He'll get the first corner from the traditional outswinger side at the near sideline. Baker with the hand up. Gets set. Sends it in as it's headed away by Vermont. Ball still up in the air. Owen Farrell gets a head on it. Eludes the head of Hempelman-Perez as a shot thrown on net. A double bounce towards Nicholas Hersej, and he'll pick it up. But Hofstra, a nice job there getting a scoring opportunity. Something they didn't do much of in the first half.
Yeah, hopefully a good sign of things to come. I believe that was Pacheco with the shot. Tried to get him off guard, but not enough strength on it.
So Hofstra plays it in their own end after the punt from Hersej. As the ball goes all the way towards the far side 18-yard box of Vermont. Murray has it inside of the 18-yard box. Sends one up the far sideline. Looks like this is Zach Barrett with the ball. Puts on the brakes right at the midfield line. Has not crossed over yet. Now sends it back. Murray backpedaling and calling for a pass, as now will get one from Schultz Solano. Back to Barrett now at the near side. Sends one for Miller. Andrew Miller being pressured by Teddy Baker. Sends it with the right foot towards the 18-yard box. Dodone treading out to play it. He had to play it with the foot as he crossed outside of the 18-yard box. Nice job by Pacheco to keep the ball in, but he sends it down the midfield line as it's played by Zach Barrett, and now it's Max Murray with it. He slows it down. Murray with the left foot down the near sideline. Finds Andrew Miller. Cuts to the left on Rock Carlos, but it's Infuso getting a foot on that one. Right back up for Rock. Carlos sends it up the near sideline. They've crossed over the midfield. It's Teddy Baker. Baker cuts in towards the 18-yard box, looking for a pass in the middle. Not able to get it. Ball loose, and Hofstra scores! Captain's Field explodes, and it's Jacob Woznicki answering the call. 1-1.
Live from our WRHU studios for the final time tonight, I'm Giuseppe Oliveri, and there are 11 other games to get to as we start in our nation's capital, where Alex Ovechkin and the Eastern Conference best Caps fell to the Blues 5-2. Over in North Carolina, the Hurricanes had a commanding 5-2 win over the Sabres. The Steel City is home to a Metro Division clash as the Penguins, who were once down 3-0 and then 4-2, have come all the way back to tie things at 4 thanks to Evgeny Malkin. In Detroit, the Blue Jackets took care of the Red Wings 5-2. With CBJ's win, they now tie Detroit for the first wild-card spot in the East with 66 points. These teams will meet on March 1st in the Stadium Series at The Ohio State. In the Sunshine State, it was the Stanley Cup Final rematch as the Panthers bested the Oilers 4-3. Carter Verhaeghe scored an electrifying game-winning goal midway through the final frame.
And Verhaeghe will get into the zone with a shot block. Verhaeghe stays on it, and he scores! What a goal by Carter Verhaeghe!
Sound courtesy of Scripps Sports. Over to Tampa Bay, the Bolts extended their win streak to 7 games with a 3-0 victory over the Flames. Andrei Vasilevsky made 27 saves in the shutout win. The Sharks swam their way to frigid waters in Montreal. These teams went to overtime, and it was the Habs coming out on top 4-3. The NHL best Winnipeg Jets carry their 11-game win streak into the Music City. On the opposite side of success, the Predators have just 2 wins in their last 10 games, but the Preds lead this one 2-1. The Minnesota Wild are in Salt Lake City behind the Utah Hockey Club 2-0. There are a pair of 10 p.m. starts tonight just around the corner, as we start in Las Vegas with the Golden Knights having a date with the Chicago Blackhawks. And finally, the Canucks are playing their second of a back-to-back in Anaheim against the Ducks. With your post-game report, I'm Giuseppe Oliveri. Your Islanders defeated the Bruins 2-1. Chris King will be right back with the best post-game in hockey following these short messages only here on the Islanders Radio Network.
Good evening. My name is Mark Brunengraber. I'm the co-founder, co-commissioner of the IEHL. Welcome to the IEHL USA Challenge Cup.
Yesterday, on March 23rd, history was made on Long Island. The Israel Elite Hockey League played their first ever professional game in North America and chose UBS Arena to host HC Tel Aviv versus the Jerusalem Capitals. This event was bigger than hockey as it brought the Jewish people and all who support them together. Before puck drop, Ivan Gluck, an 87-year-old Holocaust survivor, received a special honor from Jerusalem.
Now for the Jerusalem Capitals, would you please welcome Ivan Gluck. This 87-year-old Holocaust survivor is the team's honorary captain.
8,000 fans made their way to witness the historic bout, and these two clubs did not disappoint. A 7-6 overtime thriller which saw 118 total shots. And Tel Aviv found the back of the net for the first ever IEHL goal in the United States.
Right, it comes, another shot is blocked away, and Finford centering feed, Janello, backdoor Blake scores! Chris Blake has the first Israeli goal in the United States!
During the first intermission, co-commissioner and co-founder of the IEHL, Mark Bruneggraber, told the world the true meaning behind this league.
It shows Israel to the world in something of a lens other than the conflict that you always hear about. It normalizes Israel through sports. That's critical, that people see Israelis as people, because that's what Israelis and the Jewish people are, just like any other group of people. And a game like this, cultural exchange here in the U.S. normalizes the state of Israel and the people of Israel.
Back to the action. The game went to sudden death, tied at 6. And the Jerusalem Capitals walked away winners.
Payne sends one to the goal on a save. Zajic on the rebound, he scores! The winner for Dennis Zajic! Jerusalem wins 7-6!
Jerusalem may have won the game, but all of Israel are winners after this historic night. For the Islanders Radio Network, I'm Giuseppe Oliveri. All sound courtesy of the Israel Elite Hockey League.